Hey, welcome to the Insurance Marketing Brain Dump Podcast. My name is Keagan with BriteBee.com, where we help agents be found online. And unfortunately, our co-host Chris Paradiso is not here with us at the ITC Connect Conference, but I'm here with someone really special, Bobbie with Benekiva, and I'm going to have her explain a little bit more about what that is.
Absolutely. Thanks, Keagan, for having me here.
Yes.
So Benekiva is a platform for life and annuity organizations, and we help them with the claims transformation, which means from the start of the claim till the end of the claim, we help them streamline that entire process. Mm-hmm. That means from claim intake to how the claims examiner processes the claim to the payout. And we do all of that with a beneficiary first approach to claims.
Awesome. Okay, so insurance agents are saying, okay, well, this doesn't apply to me because it's enterprise, right? But it really does apply to them because the insurance agents are selling these policies potentially, right?
Absolutely. So what we've done is we are starting with claims, but what we want to do is we have a Benny retention module.
Okay.
And what that is allowing the carrier to loop in their licensed agents or their advisory force into the claim process. So that means when a claim has started, how can we trigger and allow the agent to know that a claim has started on a policy that they've served, or give them the option to serve the beneficiary?
That is so key because I hear all the time that the agent wants to be more involved. Like, people think that the agent doesn't want to be involved, and I'm hearing that the agent wants to be more involved when there's a claims problem.
Absolutely.
When there's just a claim, right?
Yes.
And they want to know. And unfortunately, a lot of the times I feel like that agents are notified on the back end after the claim has happened, and they can't do anything at that point.
So interesting story about that is the founder, Brent Williams, comes from a financial advisory background.
Uh-huh.
So he has a beautiful example of how he had a great relationship, $1.7 million policy that he sold to a client, kept in touch with them, did not get notified when a claim started. And towards the end, when he was just doing repeat, CRM notifies, hey, you need to call your client,
right,
and just keep in touch. And when he did, he reached his wife, the policyholder's wife, who explained to him that he's passed away. The claim process was horrible. Typically, he got it whenever he found out. He would get involved, make it a seamless process. And then what ended up happening was he lost the opportunity to serve the beneficiary. And that's what agents really want to do, is serve their policyholders, which end up serving their beneficiaries.
Definitely. Okay, so this is a huge marketing opportunity as well. So I want to talk more on, since this is about insurance marketing and getting a good brain dump of marketing here, I want to talk more about marketing. And the first thing I want to talk about is you marketing your company. So I tell a lot of agents, we've got to run like a startup. Like, as an agent, we've got to run like a startup. We've got to be scrappy. We've got to be able to test, to fail. And you guys have done that, right?
Yes. So as a startup, that's where the limited marketing dollars come in play. So we don't
limited.
Very limited.
Like sometimes -5.
So what we've done is we've leveraged social media. So we are on LinkedIn, and we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. And what we've done is we're creating meaningful content.
Yes.
And then we share meaningful content. And that's how we got to connect, was through social media. And that's where we are finding that we are connecting, we're getting carriers that have never heard about us, creating that brand awareness. We're getting supporters and influencers that are thinking, hey, their content is great, let's share it.
Yeah.
And all of that it takes time to create that content, but once you create that one piece of content, then you can dissect that content and reshare it in different media. And the most latest thing I've been doing is, and came out of a hobby, so I love talking to a lot of senior folks, a lot of industry professionals in insurance, because I started in the insurance industry in 2016.
Yeah.
And as a way of interviewing, I did a video blog, which is making lemonade out of lemons. And that has turned out to be such a great way that people love it. And a lot of industry professionals are learning about Benekiva with that medium. So
Right.
you just have to be creative.
Yeah, no, and it's amazing. We were just talking to someone else today about the importance of social media and consistently doing it over and over. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't they don't comment, they don't show that they're watching. But
they're still watching.
People,
they're still
people
watching.
are stalking you. I mean, I've had multiple people at ITC come up to me and say, Keagan, how are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know who you are, but you've got to know who I am. And so they're like, yeah, no, I've been watching your LinkedIn. I've been following. Thanks for keeping us up to date. And it's so interesting. And sometimes we think it's very impersonal, but for the people watching, they feel like they're very connected to me.
It's the whole notion of showing up.
Yeah.
And in social media, you have to show up, even
Yeah.
though you may not get the likes, the comments, but people know and they love it. And some people are not going to like every post, but they're watching it. So.
Yeah, no. So I think, tailoring that back to the agent, we have, let's say, for instance, commercial, you are dealing with enterprise level, and we have agents who are identified that their market is like enterprise or executives and whatever else. And what this shows is that social media, all content creation can be used for those types of people.
Absolutely. And we're a great example of that. We have, when we produce content, are we going to get a direct sell? No, but it's part of the process. It's
Right.
part of brand awareness, which is so important. So when you do make that call, they know you.
Yep.
Because they've seen you.
What would you say is one of the biggest struggles that you face in brand awareness right now, and maybe a struggle that you've faced but you've overcome, or a struggle that you're actually going through right now that you're trying to solve?
So we were really, so a struggle that we continue to have is doing consistent content creation. So we do
It's
a lot
hard.
of, and in written form.
Yeah.
So I love writing blogs, and so does the founder loves,
Mm-hmm.
we all as a founding team like creating content. And what we found is because of time limitations, we're a startup,
Yeah.
it's been very difficult to produce content in a consistent manner, but it takes disciplined approach. So we're now evaluating and saying, could we mark a couple of hours in our schedule, and maybe it doesn't have to be fully perfect, but
Yep.
could we create content that's meaningful? But another way that we've overcame that is by saying, instead of writing content, could I do a video blog?
Yeah.
Because that is super easy to do.
Yeah, definitely. For me, writing is just not my thing. But for me to, video-wise, sometimes it's a little uncomfortable, but I know that I can rep a lot more out with audible words
Yes.
versus written form. And so I completely agree. But I think there's also a benefit to have both. And, if anyone's saying that they, can't write well, but you can speak well, okay, speak it first and then write about what you spoke about as well. And then there you go. I mean, I guess I should be practicing that.
Me too.
Right? So we're learning something here. But, okay, so if anyone wants to learn more about what you guys are doing, so whether they're insurance agents, brokers, enterprise level, what's the best way to do that?
So we're on LinkedIn. So
Awesome.
Bobbie Shrivastav, follow me on LinkedIn. We have a LinkedIn Benekiva page. And then we have a Twitter account that we're very active on, at Benekiva. And then I'm active on Twitter, at Bobbie Shrivastav. And then if you follow the same, at Benekiva, we're also on Instagram.
Awesome. So you'll all find that in the description below as well. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Also, give us a thumbs up for this and give us some comments. Tell us what you think. If you have questions about Benekiva, this is the perfect time to ask those questions. So again, hope you guys keep digital, keep working towards becoming more digital savvy, also increasing your digital presence. And I think this is a brain dump.
Yes.
Hey.
Thank you, Keagan.
Thank you.